Hi, my name is Agata. Welcome in Agata's Cottage. It's Friday Sews time. Hashtag Friday Sews was started by Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room. Under hashtag Friday Sews, you will find a lot of vlogs from various vloggers, all of them full of inspiration, plans, and gorgeous makes. And sometimes a bit about life. Don't forget to check all other videos under hashtag Friday Sews. For the month of December, Rachel from the French Seams created another hashtag to use on Fridays. It's Festive Friday Sews. Jen, of course, was fine with it, and it's great possibility for us vloggers who are not doing vlogmas to share a little bit more about Christmas stuff. There's one more hashtag you might want to follow during December. It's sewingvlogmastour. It's hashtag action started by my friend Samantha from Sequin Girly Create and me. We decided to come up with something for all us vloggers who wants to do something Christmassy and sewing related, but we don't have time to do vlogmas every day. So we come up with idea of kind of advent calendar, virtual advent calendar with different vlogs from various vloggers every day. You could see Christine from Christine Sews a Lot yesterday. Today there was a brilliant tutorial by Zelda from Zelda Sews, and tomorrow Alisa from Sew and Grow will be sharing her video. I highly recommend you will check all the videos from our vlogmas tour. I will leave the link to the playlist created by Sam below in the description box. As usually, my description box is full of various links and information, so don't forget to check it. Quickly, what I'm wearing while I remember. It's self-drafted top. I made it using tutorial by Alisa from Thoughtful Creativity. I made it last year, and originally I did a v-neck kind of neck line here, but I wasn't really happy with it, so I switched it to the rounded one and slightly deeper, and I do love it. It's, in fairness, it's my only, I wouldn't call it Christmassy, but wintry theme jumper that, you know, can get away as a Christmas jumper. So I wore it today because I spent whole day in Alice's school. I'm a member of Parents Association, and today we organize for kids watching Christmas movies, like one per class. So it's not that they didn't do any work. Believe me, they did plenty. But they had chance to watch Christmas movie, and they got cookies and popcorn, and we made them hot chocolate. And after today, I don't want to see hot chocolate for another few days, because I did over 200 cups of hot chocolate. I'm tired. But it was great fun and kids loved it. So that's what it counts, creating memories and making this festive time great for them. I had to stop here for a second because I had to go and check what the question of the week is, and because I'm using my phone for recording, you know. So the question of the week is, what's your go-to handmade gifts? And I have two. One is hoodies. I do love making hoodies, and I tried to count the other day how many hoodies I did, and I come up with easily 50-60 in my 3 years of dressmaking experience. So that's fair bit, and that's the one big gift. But I limit those to Chris, Alice, my nephew, and Alice's friends, my sister-in-law, you know, my father-in-law, although he prefers jumpers over hoodies. So I do limit those because they are fabric hungry and time consuming. So they are for the closest people in my life. For everyone else, I do love making taco pouches and like the zipper pouches, and I do love making placemats or coasters, something like that. They are not as time consuming, although when you will try to do quilted ones, they are a bit more advanced. But anyway, they are my go-to gifts. Now, I have a lot of things to share with you, so I will get on with everything what I did. So I had very productive 2 weeks, because you haven't seen me here on Friday sews videos last week, but don't forget to check our last Friday's video. It was first video in our vlogmastour about special mission from Santa and Elf on the Shelf. I loved making this video with Alice. We had so much fun. And if you want to see what shenanigans elves got to during month of December, don't forget to tune in to our last video for the vlogmastour. There will be tiny bit about elves there. Now, what I made. I made tons of things, like literally tons, and I still have tons to make for Christmas gifts and, you know, other stuff. So I made a lot of handmade decorations like that with various fabrics and embroidery hoops. And there's tutorial coming your way next week. Unfortunately, due to the way how the weather is and the light is, I'm limited to recording for maybe an hour a day those days, where I have decent enough light that you can actually see things happening and there's not too many shadows, etc. It's different while recording tutorials, because, you know, the camera needs to be placed in the certain ways, source of light needs to be in the certain way, so, you know, it's hard. And although those things will take maybe 10-15 minutes to make each, when you are recording step by step, you need to stop, you need to wait, you need to re-record. It takes time, so usually it takes me a few days to actually put together one tutorial during this time of the year. So I made 8 of those decorations in the bigger size, so that's 6-inch hoop. I made few smaller ones in 3-inch hoops, but I don't have any here to share because they have been gifted already. But I do have some pictures, so I will pop them up. I also made set. I'm not sure if you remember my video for a gift to November. I did mention that I will be making some a parcel for care home, and I decided to add few little bits to, like, handmade gifts to this parcel. I will be posting it, or actually dropping it off probably on Monday afternoon. So I decided to make a zipper pouch, and I made this in the big size, so it's kind of self-drafted. I just measure how roughly the big size is for the Chris's shop bought wash bag, and I knew it's not big enough, so I just went a little bit bigger and then just boxed the corners, etc. So it's this one. I quilted the lines of the on the fabric, and it's with the Harry Potter fabric inside. I added little handmade label here, and I added my own label on the inside. So that's the bigger wash bag. I had a bit of this fabric left, so I made small zipper pouch, kind of like, you know, you can keep your medicine inside, or you can even use it for a change if you want. And I had narrow quilted strip left, so I actually made small pouch for the glasses. And yes, glasses do fit in. I did test it on my own, so there should be fine. And I added just the snap here, so, you know, they don't slip away. So that's one thing. And the zipper pouch will be filled with some toiletries for the care home resident. I also made small gift for one of our neighbors. She will be getting one of the embroidery hoop decorations. Plus, I made her 2 coasters. I made 2 coasters because not 4 like traditionally, because it's just her and her partner living together. So I thought that it will be just, you know, for the Christmas period. So those 2 coasters, and I made them 2 placemats, and I added my label. The placemats are quilted. I put inside the batting that's for suitable for making mittens, like the oven gloves, etc., etc. So you know, it's protected. It does squeaks a bit when you touch it, but I think it will be fine. So I just quilted uh, the top fabric, and I quilted with the batting, and I put 1 layer of thin flannel underneath, and then I just stitch it around with this gorgeous fabric, and so they can be reversed. And the same thing is for the coaster, that can be reversed. So yeah, I think that would be cute gift. I also made onesie for Alice using this pattern. So the company who designs those patterns is called Made by Oranges, and the kids range is called Miss Doodle. Adult range is called My Image. So I used size 164. I extended sleeves and legs a little bit because, as you know, Alice has very long legs, very long arms. It was enjoyable make. The instructions are limited. Let's call it like that. There is 1 column in English for the instructions in English with few points, and there are pictures of like this amount of page, but it's relatively easy make. It went straightforward. Of course, I had to make my life more difficult because, you know, it's just me. So I did bias binding on the inside, on the whole inside of the whole garment. So I started using overlocker, but my overlocker wasn't keen on sewing this fabric, and it was just getting little bit difficult to push through the faux fur. It's like, it's not super thick fabric, it's not stretchy or anything, but there's so much fluff, just my overlocker wasn't having any of it. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do bias binding. So I found bias binding in my stash that I knew I had way more than I needed to do the binding. We originally thought about using white bias binding, but we decided that the pink one is super soft and super comfortable, so we went with the pink. I binded all seams on the inside, so inside of the legs, crotch, back seam, everything. And I also did bias binding on inside of the hood and beside the zipper. I didn't want to use just, you know, folded over edge of the fabric and then zipper, because with the faux fur it likes to get stuck in the zipper, and you know, it's hard and you might rip the zipper. So I thought, you know, bias tape is the safest option to do it. It took me roughly 2 days between tracing the pattern and putting everything together and sewing it. Actually, I would say 2.5, because I was finishing the elastics yesterday. So we decided not to do cuffs and just leave them for next year. So for now, fabric is folded 1.5 inch, so there's 1.5 inch tunnel on her wrists and on her cuffs, and I added elastic inside, so you know, everything is nice, gathered and cozy. Next year I will just unpick the tunnel and I will add cuffs so she can have it for another year, because you know, by next year she will grow enough that it will be short. My plans, sewing plans for next week, they're ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So tomorrow I have Santa in our town, and Alice is singing with the school choir, and you know there's whole event, so of course we need to go. Earlier I'm meeting a friend, my friend Amanda, in Fabric Outlet. We are going for a bit of fabric shopping, and for cup of tea or lunch, we'll see how it goes. And I'm hoping to find fabric for outer layer for Alice jacket with the pink fur on the inside. Then in the evening I'm hoping to start on the gift for Chris's sister. I'm not gonna tell you what it is because I don't know if she's watching my videos or not. Then Sunday, Chris's sister is coming over for lunch, so I need to have her gifts done tomorrow evening and not Sunday morning, and tidy up the house. Then they are going for Santa experience in Martha's work, so I will pick Alice up from there, and in the meantime I will do some grocery shopping. But next week Chris is in the office almost whole week, so that means I will have a little bit more of freedom and non-disturbance for sewing. So I promised Alice I will make her one more onesie, and I'm planning to make it in the 4-back jersey I got in Poland last winter. It's a poppy fabric, like a sage green with rainbows. I will pop the picture somewhere here. Then I need to make tons of zipper pouches, and I need to finish a shortening sleeve for friends 2 blouses, and I need to finish with the what it's called, neckers. Yes, neckers for Chris's scouting team, because I still haven't had the chance to finish it. So that's my big plans for next week. And maybe if by some chance I will have a bit of spare time, I'm gonna make something for me. But we all know how it goes, so it's better if I don't plan making anything for me, because when I do, it never happens. So now a little bit of happy mail, meeting with friends, life update and stuff like that. Oh, and a bit of fabric. So I got a parcel this week from my dear friend Carol from Sew Carol, and I couldn't be more surprised, and she made me laugh. So I will pop the picture what I got. So I got gorgeous card. She made me this fabulous red Dorset button. It's just the cutest thing ever, and I decided I'm gonna put it on the back of my zipper pouch, like on the pull for the zipper, with my sewing stuff. I think it would be very, very cute there. She got me chocolate, and she got me a pencil, and I'll pop the picture here. I didn't eat the chocolate yet. Like, in fairness, I'm allergic to chocolate, so I'm allowed to eat white chocolate. With the dark chocolate or milk chocolate, I'm okay with eating very small amounts, so this chocolate will last me for months, unless Chris will get to it, then it's a different story. But I had tiny bit. Oh, and it's divine. So I had tiny bit and antihistamines after but it was well worth it. And I got the cutest pencil with the word sociopath, and Chris actually thought it's written sociopath, and he was like, oh yeah, someone got me a pencil. I was like, no, it's mine. And then I got something that made me laugh and made my day. So in the parcel there was a message: clean your sewing machine and change your needles. Isn't that hilarious? So she got me those fabulous brushes. I will show you. So she got me those fabulous brushes for cleaning sewing machine, and she got me a packet of Jersey Schmetz needles, because she knows that I prefer sewing with knits. And actually, the funny thing is, I was short on jersey needles, and so they will come in handy. And there was the whole booklet about all the needles from Placemats, and it's very informative. Like, there's so many different types of needles. I was like, yeah, like I knew majority of them, but there were good few surprises that I actually had to Google and figure out, you know, what I would use them for. So thank you, Carol. It was a lovely gift. Last Saturday, I met with my dear friend Benita. So Benita is a subscriber of this channel. Actually, we met through my channel, and I adore her with my whole heart. She's like I don't know, like another sister, basically. She's just such a wonderful, warm person, and I'm very happy to have her in my life. We chat almost every day, and you know, I know her kids, I know her grandkids, we visited each other. It's just brilliant. So she was coming to Newbridge because she's working on special project for her kitchen, and she needed some supplies. So I told her, listen, I will meet with you there, and I had some stuff for her, and she brought me some gifts. So first, the thing that made me giggle the most. Look at this fabulous Christmas tree. It's the tiniest. Alice rearranged all the bubbles because they were put by the color, and Alice said it's just hurting her inner child. So Christmas tree has to be full of colors in various places, so she redecorated it, but it's just cutest thing ever. And I got lovely card from her, and I got lovely voucher to Carlo Fabrics, and I got fabric from her. Like, when I saw this, I was squeaking with joy. Isn't that fabulous? Like, that's so me. It's just so me. So she picked it up in Carlo Fabrics, and Catherine helped her pick it. It's a variety or different colorway of different version of the same fabric that Rachel from the French Seam did her Patty Do hoodie. It has 4 backing, and it's just divine. It's just so cute. And Catherine has the same fabric with the melange gray background and stronger, like a not what is called, not pastel rainbow, but strong rainbow. They're beautiful. Like, I just love it. It's so cute. Alice was like, oh mommy, that's so me, and I was like, no, 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 your gift is in the post. Your gift from Benita, this is mine. So we had very sad puppy eyes, but she said, okay. So, you know, but it's just beautiful. So thank you, Benita. And we went for a cup of coffee, actually tea, and we went for muffins and lunch, and it was just fabulous day. And we picked some fabrics. And as always, Benita was raving about my channel to everyone, including the employees of Fabric Outlet, which was extremely nice and thoughtful of her. So thank you, Benita. I cannot wait to see you again. So yeah, it was great fun. Like, you know, when sometimes you need to charge your batteries, and some people do spa or go for massage or something like that. For me, waiting with such a positive person is way of taking care of myself. It's like charging the batteries. Like, if I were a solar panel and stand in front of the sun, basically I would be charged for a week. It was just fun. It was just so much fun. I enjoyed spending my day with Benita. It was just fantastic time. We picked some fabrics. I was very restrained, like unusually for me, but I went with a mission. So I'm planning to make some pouches for teachers for gifts, and I want to have some pouches made up, so in case if I need them for a gift, they are there. And I picked 3 fabrics. I just couldn't help myself. I will be cursing when I will be sewing at least 2 of them, but you know. So one is this fabulous cotton, and it's cotton canvas. I'm showing you the wrong way. But I just loved how subtle and delicate the print is. And you know, with €5 per meter, you cannot go wrong. And so I have here enough to make a good few taco pouches. So I'm just gonna do inside and outside the same fabric, and I'm planning to make them in few sizes and just have few ready. The second fabric I picked is the version of the fabric that I got Alice for her curtains in her new room, but it's a gold version. Isn't that fabulous? It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. I just love it. So I will be making more taco pouches in this. This I will just use as the outside. Is slightly thicker fabric, so I will use some of fat quarters from my stash or some cottons from my stash for the inside. And the third fabric is something that Benita and I kept going back to, is this. It's gorgeous velour or velvet, like I don't know exactly, but it's just fabulous. And they had this fabric in, I think, pink color version, not pink color version, gray and pink color version, and apparently they had in another one, but it was sold out. But this one is just fabulous. So there will be a lot of zipper pouches making next week from me. When we were leaving, we both, Benita and I, were gifted small gift from Fabric Outlet. We got those gorgeous vases or candle holders. So mine will be designed as a vase for our kitchen, because actually it's a turquoise shade, and my kitchen has, like, my dining area has a turquoise wall, so it will fit in perfectly. And actually I was missing a vase because Chris broke one recently, so that was perfect timing. However, for a moment elves decided to use it, so I can't go near it. So hopefully they will vacate it by tomorrow, and I can get some flowers and put them in my vase. But I had a great time as always. I love going to Fabric Outlet. I love going through the fabrics. It's like Aladdin cave full of various different things, and you never know what you will find. They have not only upholstery fabrics and curtain fabrics, they have foam for seats, they have wadding, they have zippers, they have threads, they have some small like a decoration stuff for the house, some painting, some mirrors. I highly recommend going to Fabric Outlet. I've been going there for years. So they recently start carrying clothing, like the dressmaking fabrics. They don't have gigantic range of what you can get, but there is a lot to choose from. I got there some viscose jersey in the past. I got cotton sateen. I got stretch cotton that was dead stock from Dolce & Gabbana. I got chambray and embroidered chambray, and I got double gauze there. They have just a lot of different things, so it's worth the trip. I actually cannot wait for shopping tomorrow with Amanda to see what treasures they will have tomorrow. That's all from me for today. Let me know what you are making for Christmas gifts. What are your go-to? Do you have anything specific that you're making always for those same people, or you know, something that you always have at hand ready? Let me know if you are doing any fabric shopping. So, are you watching any vlogmas videos? I love watching Anna from Pouch Nest. She has the cutest robins in her garden, and Alice and I are watching every day. We are watching also Hayley from Hey Down Meadow, and we are watching Andrea from Beyond the Pink Door, and we are watching Michelle from The Sewing Bunny. And I'm trying to catch up on all the videos by Ruan from Yorkshire Sew Girl, from Adele by Sew for Serenity, Adam from Adam Sews, and Alison from Sew Like Dottie. And there's so many more, so I think I will be watching Vlogmas videos till March, because that's what I usually do if I can't watch everything, because it's just physically not possible. I would have to spend 5 hours a day watching videos on YouTube and just can't fit that to my diary. I will watch them for next few months, but it's great fun. And in fairness, for me, Christmas could last whole year. I don't mind. I just love Christmas. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, give it thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome here. And to everyone who's watching, thank you for spending your time with me. I appreciate. I know how hard it is in December to find time to watch videos, so thank you from the bottom of my heart. And now, don't forget, clean your sewing machine and change your needle. Happy sewing. Bye.